Good morning, all of you. Welcome for today's lecture. In the last lecture, we have solved the problems based on the network functions. So we have solved the problems based on one port network as well as two port networks. So in that we got the different answers related to the different transfer functions, driving point functions. Okay. So such type of questions will be asked in the university question paper, or in the question paper they already asked for 4 marks. So we have solved nearly 6 problems in the last lecture. So today we are starting the new concept or new bit, that will be the poles and zeros of a network function. So very interesting topic within this unit, and it is required in the control system subject also, which is in the next semester. So poles and zeros are very important concepts related to the stability of any system. So from poles and zeros, we can determine whether the given system is stable or not. Okay, actually that was also what we can say excluded from your syllabus. That point was now, or that point is now in the control system subject. So poles and zeros, how they are going to use for finding out the stability of the given system, that is we can understand with the help of Routh criterion. So that Routh criterion concept was now deleted from your syllabus. Okay, but that was present, or that is present in the control system subject, don't worry. So we'll start now poles and zeros of a network function. So here we can start with in general the network function. In general, the network function n of s. Okay, so network function we can call it as by letter n of s. Maybe written as n of s is equal to p of s divided by q of s. So we can say n of s is equal to p of s divided by q of s, where p of s is a polynomial of s and q of s is also polynomial of s. Okay, so a0 into s raised to n plus a1 into s raised to n minus 1 plus a2 into s raised to n minus 2. Like this, we were continuing up to an into s raised to 0. So s raised to 0 means what? 1. Okay, so divided by b0 into s raised to m plus b1 into s raised to m minus 1 plus b2 into s raised to m minus 2 plus dash 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 up to bm. So we can say p of s is a polynomial of s raised to n and q of s is the polynomial of s raised to m. Okay, so we can write like this, where a0, a1, a2 dash 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 up to an, okay, are called as what? Coefficients of coefficients of polynomial means expression, polynomial p of s. p of s म्हणजे हा टोटल पॉलिनॉमियल ज्याचे कोइफिशियंट आहेत a0, a1, a2 अप टू an. सिमिलरली b0, b1, b2 dash 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 up to bm, these are called as what? Coefficients of polynomial q of s. So this is the polynomial of q of s. Okay, now next point. आता काय करायचं, हा पॉलिनॉमियल म्हणजे क्वाड्रॅटिक असू शकतो, म्हणजे एस रेस टू 2 असू शकतो मिनिमम, एस रेस टू 3 असू शकतो, एस रेस टू 4 असू शकतो, वॉट एव्हर द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ एन एंड एम विल अप टू इन्फायनाइट, वॉट एव्हर इट मे. वी कॅन फॅक्टराइज, जसं आपण क्वाड्रॅटिक इक्वेशनचं फॅक्टरायझेशन करतो, अवयव पाडतो, सेम वे वी कॅन, इफ वी आर फाइंडिंग the factors of this polynomial, then how this expression will get changed, that we will see. So if, next point, if numerator, that is P of S, and denominator, that is Q of S, of N of S, that is network function, are gets factorized, are factorized, then network function, then network function N of S, then network function N of S can be written as, okay, can be written as N of S is equal to काय होणार आता P of S divided by Q of S as it is equal to A0 into S raised to Z1, S minus Z1, S minus Z2 dash 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 up to S minus Zn, okay, divided by B0 into S minus P1, S minus P2 dash 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 up to S minus Pm. So example I will give here, example देतो तुम्हाला. First of all example we can consider. मला सांगा आता S square, okay, S square plus 2s plus 2s plus 1 is equal to 0. हा तुमचा एक्सप्रेशन समजा P ऑफ समजा किंवा Q ऑफ S वॉट एव्हर. ह्याचं जर तुम्ही फॅक्टरायझेशन केलं तर काय होईल, S स्क्वेअर प्लस 1s प्लस 1s प्लस 1 इज इक्वल टू 0. असं जर फॅक्टरायझेशन केलं तुम्ही सर काय होणार, s प्लस 1 s प्लस 1 is equal to 0. Okay, s into s, s square, s into 1 s, 1 into s, that is 1 1s plus 1 into 1, म्हणजे ह्यांचं ऍडिशन केलं 1s 1s तर 2s येईल. मग आता हे यांचं आन्सर काय येणार, s is equal to -1 and for this s is equal to -1. So these are called as what, factors of this above expression. मग हा व्हॅल्यू जो असतो तो n किंवा m, जो काही p of s घेतला तर n होईल आणि q of s घेतला तर m होईल. ओके, आता s रेस टू n घेऊया आपण. समजा p of s you are taking, so what is the coefficient here, 1, this is 2, this is 1, like this. आता हा n चा व्हॅल्यू किती आहे, 2, म्हणजे 2 फॅक्टर येणार. अंडरस्टूड. सो हाऊ मेनी फॅक्टर्स आर देअर, 1 2 अप टू n, म्हणजे जेवढे काही s रेस टू असेल तेवढं तुमचे काय येणार, फॅक्टर्स येणार. म्हणजे इथं s रेस टू 2 असल्यामुळे 2 फॅक्टर्स आले. Understood. So if n factors are there, s raised to n is there, then obviously n factors will be there. Okay, किंवा n रूट्स, म्हणजे इथं 2 रूट्स आहेत, s raised to 2 असल्यामुळे 2 रूट्स. समजा s raised to 3 असेल तर 3 फॅक्टर आले असते आणि 3 रूट्स आले असते. Are you understanding now the concept of this? Okay, why we are factorizing? Because to find out the roots. Now next point, where z1 Z2 म्हणजे हे Z1 Z2, okay, dash 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 up to Zn, these are called as n number of roots. जे 2 असेल तर 2, 3 असेल तर 3, 4 असेल तर 4, n number of roots for किंवा of p of s is equal to 0. p of s म्हणजेच हे जे काही पॉलिनॉमियल असेल, ओके, फॉर p of s is equal to 0. सिमिलरली p1 p2 dash 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 up to pm are called as m number of roots for expression or polynomial q of s is equal to 0. And a0 divided by b0 म्हणजे a0 divided by b0 commonly I will take as h. Okay, a0 divided by b0 is equal to h, and it is called as scale factor or constant. Scale factor or constant we can say. whatever it may be the value 1 2 3 1.5 whatever. Okay, that is called as what? Constant. So are you understand now? Z1 Z2 up to Zn are called as n roots. म्हणजे आता हा एक्सप्रेशन घेतला त्याचे किती येणार? 2 रूट्स. सो these are the 2 roots of this expression like this. Z1 Z2 up to Zn are the n roots for polynomial p of s is equal to 0. P1 P2 dash dashes up to Pm are called as m roots of the polynomial q of s is equal to 0. Okay, now next point. So next one, next point, that is Z1 comma Z2 comma dash 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 up to Zn in the transfer function किंवा नेटवर्क फंक्शन म्हणा, in the transfer function are called as zeros. Make it underline. Are called as zeros. Okay, of network function and are denoted by, म्हणजे zeros कसं डिनोट करतात बघा, are denoted by 0. Okay, are denoted by 0. Similarly P1 comma P2 dash 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 up to Pm in the transfer function are called as poles. Make it underline. P for poles, Z for zeros. Poles of network function and are denoted by cross. याला multiplication म्हणा, x म्हणा, whatever. Okay, I will call it as cross. Okay, so this is the 0 and this is the cross. So poles are denoted by cross and zeros are denoted by this 0. Understood? Now next point, the network function n of s, becomes 0. Okay, the network function n of s becomes 0 when s is equal to any one of zeros. So how we can prove it? The network function n of s becomes 0 when s is equal to any one of 0. So I will show it. n of s म्हणजेच काय सांगा मला? a0 into s minus z1, s minus z2, like up to s minus zn. Okay, divided by b0 into s minus p1, s minus p2 dash 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 s minus pm. मला सांगा n of s is equal to 0 कधी येणार? n of s is equal to 0. n of s becomes 0 when s is equal to any one of the 0. म्हणजे हा जो s चा व्हॅल्यू आहे जर z1 असेल तर काय होईल? सपोज आय एम रिप्लेसिंग s by z1. व्हॉट विल हॅपन? z1 minus z1 0 होणार. 0 into anything is what? 0. ओके, यस. समजा इथे s is equal to z2 पुट केला मी. सपोज आय एम पुटिंग s is equal to z2. मग z2 minus z2 काय होणार? 0. So 0 into anything is 0. So n of s automatically becomes 0. Understood? What is the meaning of this statement? The network function n of s becomes 0 when s is equal to any one of zeros. म्हणजे ह्या s च्या ऐवजी जर तुम्ही z1 ठेवलात किंवा या s च्या ऐवजी z2 ठेवलात, या s च्या ऐवजी zn ठेवलात, तर तुमचं न्यूमरेटर काय होणार आहे? 0 होणार आहे. So 0 divided by anything is 0. That is n of s becomes automatically 0. Understood? Now next point. Similarly, the network function n of s becomes infinite. Where, how it is possible? N of s is equal to infinite when s is equal to, who will tell now? N of s is equal to infinite when s is equal to, if you are understanding this, you can easily tell the answer of this. Tell me, the network function n of s becomes infinite when s is equal to any one of s is equal to p1 असू शकतो किंवा s is equal to p2 असू शकतो किंवा s रेस टू s is equal to pm असू शकतो. p1 minus p1 म्हणलं तर 0. एनिथिंग डिवाइडेड बाय 0 मीन्स व्हॉट? इन्फायनाइट. अंडरस्टूड? समजा इथं p2 ठेवलात तर हा टर्म काय होणार? 0 होणार. 0 इंटू एनिथिंग इज 0. सो एनिथिंग डिवाइडेड बाय 0 इज इन्फायनाइट. Okay, so p1 p2 up to pm, what are these are nothing but poles. Okay, see here, p1 p2 pm are called as what? Poles. So here when s is equal to any one of poles. Understood now? Okay, so next point, the network function, the wait 1 minute, the network function n of s is completely defined completely defined by its poles and zeros. Completely defined by its poles and zeros. Okay, so the note point I will take here. Note point. So what are the note point? If poles and zeros are not repeated, if poles and zeros are not repeated, then network function has simple poles and zeros. Okay, similarly, if poles and zeros are repeated, then network function has multiple poles and zeros. So this is an important point. If poles and zeros are not repeated, then network function has simple poles and zeros. If poles and zeros are repeated, then network function has multiple poles and zeros. Okay, so we can understand this all concept with the help of S domain. Okay, so when I will draw that plotting of poles and zeros for particular given function, then all these points you can understand. ओके, जेव्हा तुम्ही एखाद्या नेटवर्क फंक्शनचं पोल्स अँड झिरोज प्लॉट करणार तेव्हाच तुम्हाला हे सगळे कन्सेप्ट काय होणार? क्लिअर होणार. सो विल स्टार्ट टू प्लॉट नाव the network function here. Okay, so example I will take example. First example we'll take with simple poles and zeros. So n of s is equal to, okay, n of s म्हणजे the response, हा करंट असू शकतो, voltage असू शकतो, whatever it may be. Okay, so n of s is equal to s plus 1 into s plus 3 divided by s plus 2 into s plus 4, and I will write 5 into 5. Okay, this is a network function, and you have to find out whether this network function have simple poles and zeros or multiple poles and zeros, how they are getting plotting in the S domain. Okay, so we will start now. Already we have used the concept of what? Complex frequency, that is denoted by S n is equal to sigma n plus minus j omega n. So Sn is what? Sn means what? Either poles or zeros. Okay, so that is denoted by real part and imaginary part. So real part will be on x-axis and imaginary part will be on y-axis. So this is called as what? S domain. We will plot the poles and zeros now. So this is called as real part, that is sigma n, or just sigma you can write, and this is the imaginary part, you can write j omega n or j omega, simple j omega and simple sigma you can write. So at the center it is 0. So these are the positive values on x-axis, and on y-axis this is positive value. Already we know the quadratic. So this is negative, this is negative. Okay, so what I will do, I will just mark here -1, -2, -3, -4 up to infinite, minus infinite. So here it is 1, 2, 3. So here we can mark 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, like this. Okay, so we are going to plot now poles and zeros. Now carefully observe, this is constant, that is a0 divided by b0, that is equal to h. h सांगितलं होतं ना, h is equal to what? a0 divided by b0, and that is nothing but 5. Forget about this. Now s plus 1, s plus 3 already factorized. Numerator is already factorized. Numerator denotes what? Zeros. Numerator काय सांगतो? Zeros. And denominator will tell about poles. And this is already factorized. तुम्हाला factor करायची गरज नाही. Already it is given in the form of factorization. So p of s is equal to 0 करायचं आपण. P of s म्हणजेच numerator. So that will be s plus 1 into s plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so p of s is nothing but this one, it is equal to 0. To find out what? 0. We can write here to find out zeros. आता zeros कुठे आहेत? s plus 1 is equal to 0 म्हणजेच काय? s is equal to -1, and s plus 3 is equal to 0 means s is equal to -3. म्हणजे s is equal to -1 आणि s is equal to -3. So -1 plus j into 0. ओके, सो s इज इक्वल टू -3 म्हणजे प्लस j इंटू 0, म्हणजे रिअल टर्म आहेत. -1 आणि -3 काय आहेत? रिअल टर्म आहेत. आणि इमॅजिनरी टर्म्स कुठे आहेत? ॲब्सेंट आहेत. ॲब्सेंट म्हणजे झिरोज आहेत. मग -1 आणि -1 रिअल टर्म आणि इमॅजिनरी टर्म 0 असं कुठे आहे? हियर. रिअल टर्म इज ऑन एक्स ॲक्सिस, इमॅजिनरी टर्म इज ऑन वाय ॲक्सिस. आता इमॅजिनरी टर्म 0 म्हणजेच इथे येणार, आणि रिअल टर्म्स काय आहेत बघा? -1 आहे म्हणजे -1. -1 ला काय असणार आहे? 0. So zeros are denoted by 0. Okay, so here s is equal to -3 आहे प्लस j0 म्हणजेच y axis काय? 0 आहे. पण रिअल ॲक्सिस, रिअल टर्म काय? -3. सो वेअर इट इज -3? हियर, अँड दॅट इज 0. 0 असल्यामुळे त्याला डिनोट कशाने करायचा? सर्कल म्हणा किंवा 0. ओके, So as two factors are there, there will be two zeros, and these two zero we already plotted now. One is at -1 and second is at -3. Okay, now over. So this is called as what? Zeros. Understood? So next, poles. Poles we are going to find out. So anyone tell how many poles are there? Two factors means two poles are there. Okay, so that is Q of S. Q of S is equal to, or Q of S is given by S plus 2 into S plus 4 is equal to 0. So this is used for finding out, find poles. So S plus 2 is equal to 0 means S is equal to -2, and S is equal to 4, S plus 4 is equal to 0 means S is equal to -4. So these are called as real term, म्हणजे imaginary term 0 आहे. So S is equal to -2 ला काय करायचं? Poles. Poles is denoted by cross. And S is equal to -4. -4 कुठे आहे? इथे आहे. मग तिथे एक poles येणार. So how many poles are there? Two poles and two zeros from this given network function. Means this network function n of s having two poles at -1 and -3, and two zeros at -1 and -3, and two poles at -2 and -4. So we have plotted. Understood? Okay. Any doubt in this? So I will give the second example. You can try now. Second one, n of s is equal to 7 into s plus 1 raised to 2, okay, into s plus 3 divided by s plus 2 raised to 2. Okay, you can take this example now. 7 into s plus 1 bracket square into s plus 3 divided by s plus 2 bracket square. Can you try now? I will give the 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes I will give. Meanwhile, I will take the. Okay, see here. First of all, plot the graph, x-axis and y-axis. Put all those values, real term and imaginary term. X-axis denotes sigma, real term. Y-axis denotes the omega. So sigma is called as what? Sigma म्हणजेच काय? Naper frequency. Omega is called as what? Radian frequency. Okay. So meanwhile, the Laplace transform means what? Indirectly we are converting time into complex frequency. Understood? So plot x-axis and y-axis you can plot, and after that where the poles are located, where the zeros are located, we'll start. So P of S म्हणजे न्यूमरेटरचं एक्सप्रेशन काय बघा, ऑलरेडी इट इज गिवन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ फॅक्टरायझेशन. ऑलरेडी फॅक्टरायझेशन मध्ये दिलंय ना. So what is that? Forget about that constant 7, that is h. So here s plus, I think it's 1, no, s plus 1 bracket square into s plus 3 is equal to what? Zeros. So how many poles, how many zeros are possible? इथे s raised to 2 येणार आणि इथे s म्हणजे s raised to 3 होणार. s raised to 3 म्हणजे 3 zeros. Understood? So 3 zeros are there. So s plus 1 bracket square म्हणजेच s plus 1 into s plus 1 is equal to 0 and s plus 3 is equal to 0. आता ह्यात दोन परत येणार, s is equal to -1, परत s is equal to -1, आणि इकडचं काय येणार, s is equal to -3. Means 3 zeros are there, 2 zeros are at the same place, that is -1, and one zero is at -3. So s is equal to -3 ला प्लॉट करूया आपण. पहिला 0 we have plotted. Now s is equal to -1 ला दोन zeros आहेत. -1 कुठे आहे? इथे. So draw two circles or two zeros like this. So how many are there? It denotes what? Multiple zeros. मी स्टेटमेंट सांगितलं होतं ना, इफ पोल्स अँड झिरोज आर रिपीटेड, म्हणजे इथं काय झालं, झिरोज रिपीट झाले. ओके, इफ पोल्स अँड झिरोज आर रिपीटेड, then that network function having multiple poles and zeros. So it is having multiple poles and zeros. So at -1 there are the two zeros are located. So total this one and this two, three zeros are there according to the expression. Now next, poles. Poles we are going to plot. So poles Q of S, Q of S expression काय? What is the Q of S? S plus 2 bracket square is equal to 0. म्हणजे इथं S plus 2 into S plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, म्हणजे S is equal to -2 and here also S is equal to -2. Means two poles are there at same location, that is at -2. So where it is -2? Here. आता इथं दोन पोल आहेत. How to draw? How to locate? This is one. Okay, and side by you can mention like this. So two poles are there. एक त्याच्यावरतीच क्रॉस केलं तर ते एकच दिसणार आहे, त्यामुळे थोडं शिफ्ट करा and you can show there are the two poles are there. Okay, so in this way you have to plot the poles and zeros. So the question will come in your mind, फक्त हे ऍक्सिस वरतीच असतो का, इथं कुठं नसतो का क्वाड्रंट मध्ये? Yes, it is present. So that type of example we will take now. That will be the third example. So third example, n of s is equal to, okay, so I will give directly in the form of factorization, which consisting of all simple poles, multiple poles and zeros, everything complex, s plus 5 divided by s plus 2 into s plus 3 plus j2 s plus 3 minus j2. So this is the network function, and what you have to do now, you have to plot the poles and zeros in a S domain. ह्याला काय म्हणायचं? S domain graph. Okay, or S domain plot. So in S domain plot you have to locate the poles and zeros of this particular network function. How to start now? Poles म्हणजेच denominator. So this is simple. S plus 2 is equal to 0. म्हणजेच काय? S is equal to -2 ला एक पोल आहे. Okay, we'll finish this example. So here S plus 2, we are talking about denominator first here. S plus 2 is equal to 0 means S is equal to -2 ला एक पोल येणार. Okay, or you can write one pole. Now next one, S plus 3 plus J2. This is the complex number. So first of all write S plus 3 plus J2 is equal to 0. म्हणजेच काय येणार आता? S मायनस किंवा S प्लस असं एक ब्रॅकेट मध्ये घ्या, 3 plus J2 is equal to 0. So S is equal to what? -3 minus J2. तिथं सेकंड पोल येणार, सेकंड पोल. Similarly, S plus 3 minus J2 is equal to 0. We are talking about this one now. याचं काय येणार बघा? S plus 3 minus J2 plus is equal to 0. म्हणजेच S is equal to minus of 3 minus J2. म्हणजेच काय येणार? -3 minus minus becomes plus J2. This is the third pole. Okay, so this is called as what? Complex number, जिथं रियल पण आहे आणि इमॅजिनरी पण आहे. ओके, आणि ह्याला काय म्हणायचं? सिंपल. सो सेकंड पोल इज लोकेटेड -3 ला, परत y ऍक्सिस बघायचा -J2 ला. थर्ड पोल कुठे आहे बघा? -3 ला बघायचा, परत +J2 ला. म्हणजे 3 पोल्स आहेत टोटल. वी कॅन प्लॉट दॅट. नाउ कम टू द न्यूमरेटर. न्यूमरेटरला किती झिरो आहेत? 3 झिरो आहेत. वन इज ॲट -1 and 2 zeros at same location, that is at -1. This is simple to understand. Okay, so next one will be zeros. So zeros, S plus 1 into S plus 1 लिहूया directly into S plus 5 is equal to 0 means 3 zeros will be there. S is equal to -1 la, S is equal to -1 and this is S is equal to -5. So 3 zeros are there. Okay, 3 zeros are there. So we can plot that one. So this is sigma n, this is j omega n. Now this is 0. आता बघा मला 5 पर्यंत लागणार आहे म्हणजे -5 लागणार आहे म्हणजे इथं -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 अप टू दिस. ओके, इकडचं पुढे तुम्ही लिहिलं नाही तरी चालेल -5. नाउ हियर इट इज -1 -2 -3 like this. Okay, now here it is +1 +2 +3, here it is +1 2. You can just plot. आता मला सांगा पहिला झिरोज प्लॉट करूया आपण बिकॉज इट इज सिम्पल टू प्लॉटिंग. S इज इक्वल टू -1 ला 2 झिरोज आहेत. -1 इज हियर, सो ड्रॉ 2 सर्कल्स किंवा 2 झिरोज. अँड नेक्स्ट S इज इक्वल टू -1 ला अजून एक झिरो आहे, सो -5 ला अजून एक झिरो आहे. So total 3 zeros are there. You can cross check whether we plotted the correct or not. Now next, what about the poles? Poles draw करायचे आहेत आपल्याला, प्लॉट करायचे आहेत. So poles are here. एक आहे सिंपल -2 ला, -2 ला प्लॉट आहे पोल्सचा. So -2 at -2 we are plotting the one pole. So second pole is located at -3 आणि -j2. सो -3 म्हणजे इथं आहे, पण y ऍक्सिसचं काय आहे -j2 म्हणजे मायनस म्हणजे इथं आला. सो वी हॅव टू प्लॉट लाईक दिस. इकडनं घ्यायचा हॉरिझॉन्टल अँड व्हर्टिकल. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट वेअर सेकंड पोल इज लोकेटेड. ओके, सो सिमिलरली थर्ड पोल इज ॲट -3 + j2 म्हणजे -3 आहे पण +j2 म्हणजे कुठला, दिस इज नथिंग बट ओमेगा व्हॅल्यू. सो ओमेगा इज 2 हियर, सो 2j म्हणजे -3 ला तुम्हाला काय करायचं, एक व्हर्टिकल लाईन असं डॉटेड ड्रॉ करा आणि इकडं -2 ला ड्रॉ करा. सो दिस इज द कॉमन पॉइंट. सो हियर थर्ड पोल इज लोकेटेड. सो हाऊ मेनी पोल्स आर देअर? 3 पोल्स. वन इज ॲट -2 अँड 2 पोल्स आर कॉम्प्लेक्स पोल. असं जेव्हा असेल त्यांना काय म्हणायचं, कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट पोल्स. एक्झॅक्टली अपोजिट आहेत ना, एक्झॅक्टली मिरर इमेज ऑफ इच अदर. So such type of poles are called as what? Complex conjugate poles. तिथे झिरो पण असू शकतो. So such type of zeros are called as what? Complex conjugate zeros. So in this way you have to plot the poles and zeros. Now you understood how to plot the poles and zeros? Any doubt? Okay. आता तुम्हाला एक एक्झाम्पल मी दिलं असतं बट so what you have to do now, better way we can I want to actually tell about stability of the network. So I will tell now what will be the stability, how to determine the stability of the given network function. हा network stable आहे का नाही? Any idea whether the given network is stable or unstable? How we can determine from the poles? Forget about zeros. From the poles only we can determine whether the given system is stable or not. So what will be the condition for finding out the stability? If all poles of a network function are located in the left hand side of S domain. आता हा काय म्हणायचा आपण, लेफ्ट हँड साइड, and this is called as this side is called as a right hand side. Okay, so this is total called as what? S domain plane. If all poles are located in left hand side means LHS, left hand side, and this is RHS. Okay, so if all poles we are talking about poles only. If all poles of the network functions are located in left hand side of S plane, then the given system is stable. The given system is stable. आतापर्यंत 3 एक्झाम्पल घेतले होते. 3 सिस्टीमचं मला स्टॅबिलिटी सांगा. first N of S, where the poles are located in the left hand side only, so that system is stable. In the second example, again poles are located in the left hand side only. That is again that given system is stable. In this third example, the poles are here only in the left hand side, means this system is also stable. समजा एखादा poles इकडे असला असता. Okay, suppose any poles is located here, then that system is unstable. Okay, so we will find out stability. You can take as a note point stability of system. The network function is said to be stable. The network function is said to be stable only when all the poles of network function lies in the left hand side in bracket LHS of S domain plane. S domain plane. Okay, so remember this point. If all poles are lying in the left hand side only, then the given system is completely stable. समजा पोल्स या ऍक्सिस वरती आलो, इमॅजिनरी ऍक्सिस वरती समजा इथं पोल्स आलं -1 0 -1 वेर, मग त्याला काय म्हणायचं, मार्जिनली स्टेबल. Okay, so I will give the second point. If poles are located on imaginary axis, then network function or we can say the system is marginally stable. And last point, if poles are located in RHS, right hand side of S domain, then system is unstable. Okay, so this is the important concept why we are learning the poles and zeros, because poles and zeros location in the S domain determines whether the given system is stable, marginally stable or unstable. Okay, so in the next lecture we will see the significance of poles and zeros. Then we will start the time domain behavior of the network function from the pole zero plot. Okay, today we'll stop now. Thank you.